back at you one more again. Body is doing blessed. I'm doing blessed and highly favored, and definitely hope the same for you. And if this is your first time stopping my channel, much love to you and welcome. And to my returning subs, my growing extended beautiful family, just thank you for the love and support. We're all going through different twists and turns on our emotional roller coaster that bring joy as well as confronting your pain, but knowing all those things will be able to help us all the way, along the way. So with that being said, much love to all. Namaste, love and blessings, love and light, and many blessings are definitely coming your way. And if you have been watching my channel for a while and have not already, please like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell at the bottom so you know when I'm about to upload my next video. Also, if you are comfortable enough, drop me a line or two. I would love the chance to get to know you as much as you're getting to know me, even if it's about the positive feedback of the content of my video, or you're just up telling me about your empathic gift, how it impacted your life and heading you towards a positive direction. And if you feel like the videos are very uplifting to you, informative, give you good vibes or good inspiration, you would love to share with a loved one, family, or a friend, or even a fellow empath that are going through trying times that need uh, spiritual guidance or just confirmation or validation towards life path or even soul purposes, please go ahead and share. And while you're at it, give me a thumbs up, like, and also share on your social media favorites wherever you see fit. And thank you once again for the love and support. It's greatly appreciated. And I hope you're able to resonate with the content of my video. I thought I had all my remotes and stuff by me. The music that I'm listening to in the background is called Let Go, Remove Toxins, Negative Thoughts, Power, Sleep, Visualization, Meditation Music. And I will post that link in the description box below. And the video I'm doing today is called Temporary Storms Are Guiding You Towards the Blessings That Will Last Forever. It is so true. We always go through our ups and downs. That's life. You have to be able to take the bitter with the sweet, the good with the bad, and the love with the hatred, all those things. But it's like, you can go through things and it can really be overwhelming. It can really be stressful. It's just like, I have people come up to you and say, you're blessed, you're too stressed to be blessed. I mean, too blessed to be stressed. And I'll be looking at people like, yeah, it's true. We all are blessed, but it's all about how you decide to look at the things that you're going through, the storms. They strengthen you in ways that you didn't see coming. It taught you a lot of things that you didn't know you needed to know about yourself, as well as your surroundings, how you view things, what you place your energy on, how you stay focused on things, how do you get yourself doing the job you need to do to get over whatever hump has been, connecting with you on your path. I look at all the things that I go through, and at times, it feels overwhelming because sometimes they can come like like a domino effect. And you're like, what? Why does all this stuff got to happen all at one time? But then when you allow yourself to try to see, when you allow yourself to get that breather, I always tell somebody, I always tell y'all, because I have to do it too at times. When you're up in your feelings, it's hard for you to be able to see the positive in the change that you go through. And a lot of times, that's just changing you to strengthen you in, amazing ways. If you're dealing with a lot of things and, you've been there for people, but those same people that you've been there for is not being there for you. That's just universe showing you a spotlight. These are not the people that you need to continue to be within your life. Your circle is going to change. When you're allowing yourself to, break part, of that routine of doing things like you used to, but it's at a low vibration, and those people sometimes they carry that low vibration. Is that's not what you're needing, because these are the things that you don't do anymore. I've changed so much, and it's like, I have, associates. Well, I still call them friends, but it's just like I parted ways with that. And it's not like I'm saying I'm better than them, but our interests are totally different. When I used to drink and smoke and stuff like that, and it's like if they ask me to go out now, I don't go to clubs. I just can't do it anytime. I remember last time we went to a club, and it was in the Mason Lodge, and they have get-togethers. They're like parties, or they party up and club up on certain weekends, and it's like, um, you know, uh, it was like I get very overwhelming feelings about that. And it was like the last time I went, all of a sudden I ran out the door and started throwing up black smoke. And they were like, what the hell is going on with you? I was like, I don't know. It's something about that place. And I always feel that way. I'll do respect for the Masons and the Eastern Stars, but I just don't mess with it. It's just like, especially if I go in there and it's like the heaviness, there's something that's not right about that place, but I'm not trying to find out what it is. So, or I don't smoke weed anymore. I don't smoke cigarettes. So it's just like, when am I going to be the designated driver? Because I don't get down like that. I listen to my music at home. I sit here, listen to my meditation music, or I listen to music, to strengthen my vocals. Um, read books, or on my computer constantly, or watching, YouTube videos. It's just like my whole circle has changed. My routines has changed. I don't see anybody where like I'm looking down on them, because each his own. If that they feel satisfied and they get joy out of doing the things you do, then do that. But that's not how I do things anymore. So I'm glad that I went through a lot of those things. When I first started my spiritual awakening, there was so many people that I called family, that I called friends, that I even called godparents. Either if they didn't pass away, the ones that really accepted me, it just seemed like they were all, they all passed away. But the blessing is, with me having my spiritual gifts, I still be able to get in contact with them. There was one that my mom's best friend. She was a school teacher as well, as she used to take me back and forth to church when I was growing up. She used to watch me when my mom was at work, and I loved her like a second mom. She got into my butt when I did stuff that I wasn't supposed to do. But it's like the last time we were truly together, it was like right around the time my mom was dying. And it was scary, because the fact is, that was like 2 or 3 months before my mom passed away. I would always see my godmother, Miss Cash, and then her best friend, Miss Ruby. And it was crazy. And then my mom's name's Pearl. So it was just like all those different things. But the her two best friends were in my dream. That's how I knew there was something about to pop off. And I'm just like, oh God, and it was just a lot for me to deal with. So it was like, my godmother would take me back and forth and stuff like that, to what was, for me to be able to take care of what I had to take care of. And she was always there for me. And that was a blessing. And then she just recently passed, I think about 2, 3 years ago. But it was like, since I've been going through my spiritual awakening, she was like, hey, Roz. And I was like, oh, hey, Mom Cash. And I get really emotional, because I love her. And but I'm glad that she continues to watch over me. But it's just like, when we go through these different things in our life, yes, it's overwhelming, yes, it's stressful, it can be very depressing. And it's just, but all you have to allow yourself to see, these are the things that are going to give you that knowledge that you need. Allowing yourself to see that all these things are, temporary. Certain people and certain things are brought into your life for you to be able to disassociate yourself from negative patterns, toxic, toxic habits, all those different things, that you used to do, that you need to grow from, because it was like, with me, it was hard for me to forgive a lot of people. If I seen that, people would go out their way to do things to me, I really held a grudge to them. And it was just like, when I see them, and I'm just like, it would take me right back to what they did to me. But now, I say my energy is on something that is very therapeutic, is positive. If somebody, contacts me that I really know I don't mess with you like that, and I already know what it is. It's like, I don't know what it is about people. When you tell them, you can read people's vibes. They really think that, you can cloak things. I know when you're cloaking something. Now, if you're cloaking something, that really makes me not want to talk to you, because you're trying too hard to make sure I don't see what you're doing. And I've had a few people do that. Even I had it like 2 days ago when I did my last video about dark empaths. You're like, oh, hello, hell no, bye, and just blocked them out. I'm like, no. Why? I hate it when I don't understand when people know you have blocked them out of your life, and they try to find different social media platforms to get in touch with you. Dude, if I don't talk to you, do not come looking for me. Don't come looking for me when I didn't call you. And I feel that way. I don't wish any ill will on you, but you stay where you staying, and you stay where I'm gonna stay where I'm staying. But it's amazing. It just really is amazing when you're trying to heal, you're trying to get where you need to get, because these are the things that you deserve. There's so many people got their hand in my cookie jar to try to make sure I don't get it, and it's very aggravating at times. But I had to allow myself to, allow them to do them, because those are the main people that are trying to stop you. Is the main people they need to use that same energy on trying to block you to go heal themselves and go find some other business. But It is what it is. You always got to have those type of people in your life to make you go, I'm gonna keep thriving. I'm gonna keep, strengthening myself. I'm gonna keep going for the knowledge that's being sent to me. Not allowing my view and my focus to be coming on something that is not even relevant in my life. Allow you to keep going, because the things that you're going through right now is only temporary. It's all about how you choose to deal with it. It's all about how you choose to keep going about it. Find some things that uplift you in that way, to where you're not constantly worrying about what people are doing, what people are thinking when it comes to your life, or what your focus is on. Because you're gonna have people like that is not gonna be happy for you. When you step up and get that award, watch the folks that are calling your friends that don't clap for you when you win. Those are the ones you need to really step away from. Don't have no ill will towards them, because it's like when I see all the things that I went through and the obstacles that has been my way. There's a lot of people I was friends for and I did things for, and then when there was a time when I needed them, oh, they wouldn't even scratch my back if I asked them to. And it was just like, okay. And I just got a lot of people out of my life like that. And I know my oldest daughter was like, Mom, you just done took a lot of people out your life. I said, the difference between me and you, baby, I don't need friends like that. Those are not friends. Who the hell you? What are your enemies? If those, you don't need enemies if you have friends like that, because those are not friends. Your friends are supposed to be there to uplift you. They're not supposed to have hidden agendas. They're supposed to be happy for your come up is you're happy for theirs. When people got hidden agendas because they see their life like that, and they don't realize when you're over here messing around with somebody else's blessing, yours is about to get tagged. And then you're going to wonder why your life is miserable, why the things that you're trying to do is not getting off the ground, because you were too busy putting your energy on trying to stop somebody else's blessing while you're trying to make sure you can jump off on yours. God and the universe don't work like that. They'll keep going. It's just like, oh yeah, I'm gonna let you keep going. So when I go ahead and juke something back from your life, you're gonna know the reason why it happened. So you have to allow yourself. Don't take it personal. That's all about somebody that is hating a part of themselves when they got to go out their way to disrupt what you got going on. Allow yourself to keep going, knowing that whatever you're enduring at that time, don't allow that to shake you, because people will do that. When they find out, when they're threatened by your flow, they're threatened by your strength and your growth, they will throw any type of thing in your life and won't admit it that they're doing it, but you know what they're doing. You're an empath. You know when somebody's feeding you a bunch of BS and when somebody's trying to, be honest with you. But if you just allow yourself to not be, don't allow folks like that to be in your life, or don't even let a situation bring you down like that. Allow yourself, when you get to that chill point, you take that breather, just breathe, clear your mind, and see what is the universe wanting you to find out about these situations. What do they need you to heal from when it comes to certain situations? Not allowing yourself to be worried about something somebody else is doing. Just allow yourself to stay focused on your path, stay focused on your growth. You have a whole new day to be able to look at the view of your life and where you're trying to take it. You start it all over again, and you're not, and I said that, I think it was a post that I either seen or I posted, but it's not like you're starting all over again. You're starting from the experiences you recently had, and that is so true. That is so true. And it speaks volumes, and it's just like a lot of us, we go through things. And that's why I love when I can be able to talk to people one-on-one, because they're like, Roslynn, I'm going through this, Roslynn, I'm going through that. And it just allows me to love the purpose that I have in my life, because I've been there. I still struggle with certain things in my life, but it's become a lot easier because I'm allowing myself to focus on my growth, not on my issues, being grateful for my blessings and not my problems, allowing myself to grow from those problems, so I can be able to look at it as a blessing. Because a lot of times we don't see the things that's holding us down at that time in your life is actually a blessing in disguise, because those are the things that allow you to say, don't give up on your life. Don't give up on the things you're trying to guide yourself towards. When you got something important, you got something valuable, the devil is going to stay busy on you. They're going to bring people back from your past. They're going to bring certain things in your life that was a weakness at one point, and they're trying to bring you back. When you get stressed out, if you have any kind of addictions, it's going to make you think about that stuff that you used to do to get over the things that you used to try to ignore or find an escape to not, allow yourself to deal with that. Allow yourself to face anything that's been placed in your life that, moves that that moves in heavy towards you. Allow yourself to, see what you need to be taught towards those things. I had to allow myself to learn. Don't allow yourself to be bugged by people, and it was funny because it's like my mom's ex-husband, all the things he told me and tried to teach me, even though these are the main things he was doing to me, I end up using that against them. They always told me if somebody does all the things that they do in your life and they know you did it, and you ain't got to them when they did that stuff, but you end up bumping into them again, and they remember what they did to you, and you look at them and just say hello and just keep walking. That scares somebody more than anything because they don't know how you're going to react, and you don't know when it's coming. But if you allow yourself to bump into somebody, or they really has done you the worst kind of way they could, and you all rowdy about it, that lets them know, oh, I said, at least I know I still got power over that person, because I know I hurt them or I did something very trifling to them, and then they're still up in their feelings about it. But when you allow yourself not to be moved by the things that somebody has done to you, that scares them more than anything because they're not going to see you coming. When you allow yourself to take effect, allow them to know you still have that feeling in my heart that you take an unwanted space. You gotta allow, and I had to tell myself, you have to allow those irrelevant people not to, take place in or space in your heart or your mind. Allow them to be that tool for you to say, you know what, this is not going to even bother me. But you got a low self-esteem issue when you did whatever you did to me. But you know what, God bless you. I hope whatever you dealing with to keep on making you want to do things like this in somebody's life, I pray for you that you can heal from that. And then allow myself to keep going. And it's just like, and I was so glad that, that dude was able to teach me all these things, because all the things that he has taught me, he was like, don't be telling everybody, the things that you're trying to do, because they will block you, just like he was doing. And when somebody lying when they're trying to concentrate, that's what he was doing. And it's just like, I'm glad I went into contact with him a few days ago. That, it really, it didn't really shake me, but it was like that, when, I guess it was just the fact that you're trying to come back into my life. You know what I'm saying? You're trying to tell me, oh, I missed having a relationship with you. I said, when people miss having a relationship with you and they know they messed up, they keep it real with you. They keep it honest, and they're willing to do what it has to do, especially if it's not something big. If you know what that person wants in their life, they want closure. He knew I wanted to meet my family, and you're keeping me away from my family because you want to be able to do what you can do. And I'm glad you did that, but it still gave me that point to let hey, I wish you well. Just because I'm being cordial with you, I'm not trying to have you back in my life. I know what you did. I remember everything you did and why you did it. And but I say I appreciate that because you gave me that strength that you recognize and made me recognize the strength that I have in myself that constantly grows by the day. And I'm not going to allow you or your damn plus one over there to stop me from doing what I need to do, as well as the things that I'm dealing with in my home. There's a lot of things that, that's where your strength comes from, is when you are dealing with something face to face and you have no way of getting around that because you are so busy, like, you know what, F this, I'm tired of you, I'm tired of this situation. You just haul off and leave. And that's how I always was. But the universe and God made sure wasn't able to do that. But I had to allow myself to know, this is only temporary. This dude is doing what he needs to do. This situation is doing what it needs to do because it's breaking the chain of being insecure. It's breaking the chain to not allow certain things or certain people that are not, you know, moving your world like that. And he's like, I don't wish nothing on anybody. When it comes to people like that'll be too easy for you, because whatever they're pushing out is going to gradually come back and bite them in the ass anyway. So I have to allow myself to say, you know what, I wish them well. Regardless, even though they don't wish that for me, I do it for them. And that took a lot for me to be able to do. That takes a lot of growth. That takes a lot of strength for you to be able to do that. Things are placed on you to help you grow. Things are placed in your life to elevate you in ways that you did not know you needed to have. You know what things are your weak points, and you know what your strong points is. Whatever your weak points are, they will gladly put you in certain situations. And if it has to be repeated, you already know. It's like, dang, I'm tired of going through this. Well, if you're tired of doing this, they tired of throwing you back in there so you can make sure you learn from the things that they try to show you the last 1,500 times. So allow yourself to learn what it is this time, because every time you repeat a certain situation, you are learning something you didn't learn from the last time. And then you have to allow yourself to say, you know what, I'm glad I went through this situation, because like I said so many times, I'm glad my mom's ex-husband and his wife and her children did what they did to me, because it allowed me to say, just, they're more triggered by you than you are by them. Because when people take their hard work to try to gaslight somebody, and as a child, that really speaks volumes of how an adult's supposed to act, and you're doing this. I used to go back and forth to different therapists and all that. And when the therapist side on my they were on my side other than theirs, I said, you can't sit up here and play that little psychological game with no psychiatrist. Are you stupid? They're gonna know what you're doing. And they say, you play judge and jury on this girl's life, and you telling her she can't feel anything. And I said, what is it that you're hiding? As soon as they said you're hiding something, then when I told them, how I'm having dreams about my dad all the time, they're like, wait a minute, you do kind of look like him. And I have a picture, when I was 15, 14 years old. You put my dad's picture next to mine, they were like, you know what? And then as soon as when they started wanting to get into that conversation, all of a sudden, we're not seeing you no more, because they wanted somebody to side with them, and they would not do that, because average people that don't have that psychology, that psychiatrist or psychology, you know, um, learning or whatever, they're clever about doing that. They're able to, hoodwink somebody in that way, and I had to be able to allow myself to part ways with that. You tell me, oh, I need to call one of my mom's sisters or whatever. Why would I want to talk to somebody that you already done placed an ugly picture up of me? You think I'm gonna entertain that? No. I'm good, and I appreciate every experience that I've went through, because it has showed me so much I've changed from. Yeah, I had to go through that somber moment just to be able to let that sink in, that this man never did give a shit about you. He just gave a shit about what he can benefit just for being around you, making sure whatever moves you're trying to make to be with your family, to come to closure, he's trying to block that. People around you is close, they're trying to block that. And it's just, I allowed myself to not allow that to stop me on my growth, allow me to stop moving, sitting up here, crying the boo-hoo blues, for the things that they've done, other than, what, how am I going to be able to heal from this? Because I'm ready to end this mess. I'm tired of dealing with it. I'm tired of seeing certain people. I'm tired of dealing with certain folks. I'm ready to part my ways with this, because it's old, it's tired, and I'm ready to do me. So I say I'm allow myself to be happy. I'm allow myself to be focused on the positivity, not when people are trying to distract you, because anything that comes in your way that is very negative is trying to distract you, but as well as trying to test you at the same time. It's like the devil's doing it because he see the blessings that are coming towards you, and he don't want you to have it. So he'll get people that are weak-minded, that all about themselves, and doing things that are very selfish. They'll do that and bring those type of people around you, or they'll bring certain people that have really did something in your life, and then trying to come back to make sure they stop you again. That's when your blessings are coming forward, and it's coming full force, because they see it. They'll try to go ahead and sabotage anything, but you keep moving, knowing that these temporary storms is going to guide you towards the blessings that will last forever. And then when you finally get towards those blessings, you are going to come down on your knees and cry all the daggone boo-ha yayas or whatever, just to be able to know, these situations that you went through gave you that growth, gave you that courage to keep moving. Don't allow yourself to be distracted by irrelevancy, allowing yourself to be caught up in somebody else's insecurities about what you're making boss moves about your life, because quiet as is kept, they can do the same damn thing. A lot of people admire the position you're in, they envy the position you're in, but they're not going to be willing to do the sacrifices you got to get in the position you're in. So allow yourself to keep going. Allow yourself to keep going. Allow yourself to keep moving, because every situation that is placing you in that storm is going to allow you to raise up and walk towards the sun. So you allow yourself to keep going here and allow yourself to do what you need to do to get where you need to get. So I will talk to y'all later. I'm about to go ahead and do another few videos. I was supposed to do another one last night after my last one, but my energy went boop. So I was like, you know what? I already got like 5 videos out. This is it. I'm gonna go ahead and do me and then start back over tomorrow. So I would love to give much love to Eric Gonzalez. And Mike Latimer, much love to you as well. Welcome to the fam. If this is your first time stopping by, welcome. It's so good to have you. Drop a line so I can go ahead and give you a post notification shout out. Subscribe, hit that notification bell so you know when I'm about to upload my next video. And share, tell somebody about the channel. Know that you are truly blessed, highly favored, and forever loved, and knowing there's always somebody out there praying for your better days. And I pray that everything you're trying to work on to bring towards your reality, it comes more than what you have asked for, and it comes sooner than you expected it. And if you want to talk to me, but you're not comfortable with dropping, whatever you're dealing with over here on the tube of you, you can always call me, find me on the Book of Faces up under my name. Just send me a messenger. I'm not accepting any friend requests, but I will be gladly to connect with you and stay connected. Um, with you on Messenger. So that's how I'm dealing with a lot of people right now. I'm just going ahead and do it that way. When you have negative people coming at you for the wrong reasons, they kind of spoil that for everybody else. So, I said I'm not just going to be accepting any friend requests anymore. I'll just stay connected here. So I will see y'all on my next video. Make sure you give out love, light, positivity, as well as prosperity, love, and vibes and wisdom. All those things can really take somebody a long way. Stay blessed, and I hope the rest of your week is filled with love, upliftment, and comfort. So I'll see you on my next video. Much love. Peace.